Good morning, Flosstube. Today is Monday, October 26th. It's my mother-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday, Jima P. If you are watching this, I hope it's a great day. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much. So it has been a few weeks since I filmed, and I swore I was going to film the following Monday for my last video, but life. I have had some really kind messages. Y'all are just the absolute best. The absolute best. Things have been fairly quiet here on my end. It's been really good, but also we've had some stuff going on. So, like most people, I have a very small circle of really close friends. And two of them over the last 2 weeks have been going through it. Major life upheaval. And because of that, I have really spent the last couple weeks in prayer and on the phone with them, and so I haven't done a whole lot of stitching. I take that back. I mean, I've done quite a bit, but I have not been, my brain has just been elsewhere. One of my friends, especially, her mom had suffered cardiac arrest, and so she was on life support for a few days, and those few days I just didn't stitch, because all I did was just spend I dropped my kids at school, and then I came home and I spent literally the whole day until they came home just praying for my friend's mom. Which might sound crazy and a waste of time for some of you, but for me and my friend and those close to her and I, it was the best use of my time. Her mom did pass away, and it's been a hard couple weeks for their family for sure. And when you have those kind of friends that are so close, when they hurt, you hurt. So I have some stitching that I'm going to get to now. Teeny tiny bit of haul, and I think that's it. So we will start with, I was kind of all over the place. And I have a whip that's missing, I think. Like, I just can't. I'm a fairly organized person. So when I can't find something, it's quite strange. But it's just gone. I don't know. But we will start with Early Americans. I am doing Early Americans. This is a series by Little House Needleworks. I am doing them all as one big piece, as most people do. Pardon my, where's the pattern that I actually stitched? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, maybe it's missing too. I don't know. Guys, it's been a couple weeks. It's been a couple of interesting weeks. Anywho, I am doing this on 14 count. I did not want to do it on 14 count. I wanted to do it on 18 count because that's my new favorite. But it was going to require a very large piece of fabric, and I'm on a budget, folks. I'm on a budget. So I got a piece of cheapo 14 count Aida and I tea-dyed it. And I started with the block in the middle. Oh my gosh, this piece of fabric is huge. Yeah, there we go. So that is my start. I'm going to try and do one block a month from October through, I think it's June. And that'll get it done before 4th of July. So that's my goal. This was my block for October. The only thing I'm changing is because I'm using this fabric, which, I don't know, the lighting's pretty terrible. But it has some modeling to it. It wasn't a whole ton of modeling, but it has some. But the ecru that it called for just wasn't showing up. So I switched to, I believe, 3865. I love this piece. I am so excited to have it hanging on my wall. Let me see if I can get this. This fabric is a big girl. Do a better job. So that's that. I am going to use Vonna Pfeiffer's border. If you go to her, this is how I found it. I went to her Instagram. I went to her link tree, I believe, to her blog, I want to say. And her border is in there. It takes you to a Flickr page. You download the Flickr page, or you can print the picture from it, or you can just use it on your computer. I'm probably just going to use it on the computer, but it is free as long as you give credit to Vonna, and her border is perfection. Absolute perfection. So that is what I intend to do. I'm excited because next month I'm going to start an outer block. Obviously, all the rest of them are outer blocks. Genius. I'm a genius sometimes. And that means I get to do a little bit of border. So that's Early Americans, and she will come back out in November. Next up was, dun, da, da, I am not following the 66 days of stitching. Nope. I get bored really quickly. I have a good 3 or 4 days that I can stitch on something, and then I need to switch it up. So that was never going to work for me. So I decided that this guy will come out on the 6th of every month, and I will work on it for that day. And if it takes me a gazillion years, then it takes me a gazillion years. What is the called for fabric? Okay, the called for fabric was 20 count, I think. Really? It was 20 count? I'm kind of surprised by that. I would have thought it would have been, this is my working copy. I would have thought it would have been higher count, but the called for fabric was 20 count Vintage Country Mocha by Zweigart. I don't use 20 count. Well, I probably would have tried 20 count, to be very honest, but I just assumed it was on 36 or something weird that I don't do. Y'all that do, awesome. I don't. So I really wanted to do it on 18 count. I went to the Fire Poppies website. They are one of my favorite. I can't say favorite because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to hurt any shop's feelings, but they are one of my favorite local online shop. Local. They're not local. Online needle workshops. Their customer service is so good. So, so, so good. So good. They had 18 count vintage country mocha. Now, I was told that 18 count vintage country mocha doesn't exist. They had it. I don't know if this is the same as the 20 count vintage country mocha by Zweigart because I don't know fabric. But it's pretty. She's a pretty piece of fabric. It's pretty. And so my stitching is not, like, I am not keeping up with everyone else because everyone else is just going to town. I will say I'm not, like, totally in love. Well, it shows up so much better on the computer or on the camera. So, this is what I have. I, this week, worked on this and a couple of the birds. So, it shows up a lot better on camera. Let me see. The birds and the sails blend into the fabric so much. Now the sails are backstitched. Well, not sort of. They're sort of backstitched. You stitch around the sails. And that's really what I'm most concerned about. Like the birds are okay. You might have to get a little close to the wall to see the birds, but they're okay. I'm probably not going to backstitch them. I hate backstitching. Hate it. Hate it. I don't know why. I hate it. But luckily those sails are stitched. Something is stitched around them. So as we go, we'll see. I may have to end up backstitching the birds. I really don't want to. But I think next month, I am going to, is my actual pattern in here? Oh yeah, it's still wrapped in the tissue. Or I rewrapped it in the tissue. Let's see. Is my little tag from Fire Poppies in here? I thought it was. I thought my tag was still, oh well. So this is what it will look like. I think next time I work on this, I'm going to work on that little man that's by the boat. I need to do something with darker color so that, oh my goodness, pardon me, so that I can kind of like see stuff better. So that'll come out in November on the 6th. I'm not doing that with every project, but with some of these bigger projects, I'm going to. So that was Women of the Mayflower. Put her back in her box. Next up is, it's funny. So this is Mistletoe Lane. This is just the first. So this is a mystery sal. Fat Quarter Shop does mystery sals. They did one during Mania. They did one in July. This is from July. And they're doing, I don't know if they're doing one in December. I know they're doing a stitch along in December, but they do these stitch alongs. And I love stitch alongs. But when you get to a piece that's like a really big like section and you can't keep up, you like, for me, I kind of fall along the wayside. Let me take this out of the hoop. So I did week 1, I did week 2, I kept up, but then I got to week 3. Hashtag big giant house Sal. That's what they need to call all their Sals. And I'll show you why in just a few minutes. But, so this is Mistletoe Lane. This is mine. I did not iron it. I'm so sorry. So the red, Merry Christmas, that was week 1. And then the green with the stocking was week 2. And I kept up. No big deal. This house. Honestly, compared to what I'm doing right now, this isn't even that big. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's having to know where the bricks are. There's a lot of counting. So it's not just like you can outline something and then fill the whole thing in like I did up here. So this is I started a new thing. I'm calling it Strand a Day. This is my Strand a Day project until it is finished. I will probably pull it out here and there for like a full session, a full day of stitching, but this is my Strand a Day project, and I'm hoping that she's done for Christmas 2021. That's my goal. I'm not even going to try to get it done this year. That's no. Nope. Because I've done the stress out about a deadline for stitching. This is supposed to be a good time. Who wants to be all frustrated? So this is 14 count graceful gray. It's very light. So yeah, I will show this probably every Flosstube I do until she's done because I'm determined to keep up with it. It is not going back in my whip pile. It sits, that's my stitchy spot back there. I have a little folding table that I work off. Like I have my pattern on a clipboard in front of me and my stack of floss, and then to the right of me is my beverage and my scissors and my Sharpie for marking off and my remote controls. And I usually, like, I either watch a show, which right now I'm watching The Haunting at Hill House, something like. It's pretty good, but I can only watch it during the day when the kids aren't home because it is a little scary, and I don't watch scary things after dark. Nope. I get scared. So all scary things need to be done by 3 o'clock. So I watch it during the day, a little bit at a time. Or I watch Flosstube, and so I'll set my, why am I even, like, tangent? Anywho, next to the chair is like a little box on the floor, and this, my whips for the week sit in it, and this, because this is my Strand a Day project. Until she's done. That's why it's gonna live in the hoop until it's done. I have never had a problem. I feel like I would never put it back in my tote as a whip with a hoop on it. Because who knows when I'm gonna get to those, you know what I mean? Alright, what was next? Next was Seasons in Chalk. This is a pattern by Hands On Design, artwork by Priscilla Blaine. This is from the February 2016 Just Cross Stitch issue. You're not going to be able to see this picture very well because Sharpie. But that is what it will look like. Well, this is a black and white copy. And I worked on this a couple days. I love these. Obviously, my fall one is right there. I'm going to do this winter one, and then I'm going to take a break next year from them. Oh, I still have floss and a needle. There are 2 more. I did the spring one, the Americana one, fall, and then I'm doing winter, and then I'm going to take a break, and when I decide to come back to it, there is a summer one. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. The yawns. And there is a like Merry Christmas one, which I had intended to do before winter. I'm not really sure what happened, but it's cool. So there is my start. That's like 2 days of stitching. I completely, this is 14 count black Aida, just straight up black Aida. I don't really have a problem stitching on it. But if so, I don't know if you can see, you can't see through it with my hand behind it, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. If you put a white sheet of paper down, you can see the holes. So I have my white sheet of paper laying on my table in front of me because I have a black table in front of me, so that would be a nightmare, trying to stitch on black with a black table in front of you. But I have this white piece of paper down, and then when I hold it up, I can see through it, and I can see the holes perfectly fine. That is how I stitch on black, and yes, I use a hoop. Yes, I use a hoop. So, I made a big boo-boo, but I'm not a believer in ripping stitches out if I don't have to. So this, I counted from this part of the N. I was supposed to count from this part of the N. So this is supposed to be like right here. So I'm not ripping that out. Nope. So I made this up and just kind of shoved it in there. And then I'm going to make up probably a smaller little doodad because there was supposed to be another one of these kind of like here. So I'm going to put just something small there. It'll be fine. You won't even be able to tell. You won't even be able to tell. But yeah, I saw that and was like, oh, dang it. Not coming out. Not coming out. So there is Seasons in Chalk. Boop. What was next? Okay, next was Starlit Snowflake, which is the one that is missing. I showed it on my Instagram. I finished it. It is on my Instagram, which is at Tattletales and Pop-Tarts. I don't know where I put it. So, like, the second drawer has my whips for October in it and any sals. They're all in their bags in that second drawer. Next to my chair is my whips of the week. So I move things from my bin. My bins are in my room. I have 2 bins. I have a seasonal bin and then a all the time bin. And they're organized by season. And they're all in bags like this. And they have a label on them. I'm pretty organized. So they come out of there at the beginning of the month and they go into my drawer. And then on Sunday night, I pull from my drawer what I'm going to work on for the week and I put it next to my chair. And when I finish something, I take all the floss out, take the pattern out, do what I'm going to do with the pattern. I take a picture, put it on Instagram, and then I put the finished product before it's FFO'd. I have 2 drawers in my room in this like little cubby deal. One drawer is to be FFO'd, and another drawer is like my finishing fabric and items. So they're together. Like everything's together. So I put that to be FFO'd project in that drawer. I don't know. So I'm going to show you my fall one. This is a pattern by Fat Quarter Shop. It's So Emma, Lori Holt. One of the two. Fat Quarter Shop sells this. I used, obviously, 4 different colors of goldish, orangey, yellow here. For my Christmas one, I used, yeah, I have no idea where that is. It's going to drive me crazy. 2 shades of green and 2 shades of red, and it's done. I love it. I need to FFO it at the end of November because I keep fall up until after Thanksgiving. And Black Friday, everything Christmas goes up. So I need to find it. I will. If I do, I'll show it next week. So that was my next whip and a finish. I don't do things in order, right? Like people show their finishes first and then their whip. I don't do that. Down the list. Follow the list. So next was Land That I Love. So the goal was I was going to start this on October 4th, and I was going to do it on the 4th of every month because, you know, July 4th. I didn't start it on July 4th because I was doing or October 4th because I was doing something else. And then, like, on the 10th or something, I was like, just do it. Just start it. You don't have to wait till the 4th. So this is Land That I Love, Glare, by Teresa Kogut. This is my, nope. No, because I have 12 Days of Christmas is a free pattern by Plum Street online. And it's a big sampler-ish. So that was probably my first sampler. Women of the Mayflower obviously is a sampler. But this is my first, like, I feel like an actual sampler because it has the ABCs. I just love it. And I've decided that this, Early Americans, Women of the Mayflower, they're not coming down. I'm going to put them by my entryway so they will stay up year-round because they're just beautiful. So I worked on this for one day and I did the very center motif, the very center tree. So my goal for next year, this is going on my WhipGo board, and one of my squares for WhipGo is going to be to finish the whole top section. But I'm a middle starter because I'm paranoid, y'all. Paranoid. Could you imagine doing all of this and getting to, like, I don't know, here, like halfway through the house or something, and realizing you don't have enough fabric? Worst. That would be the worst. So I start in the middle. So this month I did this. I think next month, November, I'm going to work on some strawberries. December, I'll work on some strawberries. Maybe not. I think maybe in November I'll start this. And I'll probably finish it in December. Because it gets one day. Unless I get a wild hair and decide to pull it out another time. And that way, starting in January, I will work on all of this. Have y'all seen her eagle, Lincoln's eagle? It's like this eagle, but I want it. I want it. Give it to me. So that's Land That I Love. So that'll come back out next month. Next was Quilty Love. Oh, you can't see it because my TV's in the way. Quilty Love, I don't have the cover sheet of it. It's, I loved the Quilty Love pattern when I got it. And I did it in the Valentine's colors. That's what's charted. And then I decided I loved it so much that I did it in Easter colors. Like, I made up my own Easter colors. Still loved it. Started a patriotic version of it. The summer, I got derailed. Like, I need to not make plans in the summer because I spend all my time at the beach. And you can't take stitching to the beach. If you can, awesome. I don't know. For my family, we were just talking to my mother-in-law last night about the summer and the beach and what happens. We go to the beach multiple times. I mean, we probably live 12 minutes from the beach. Multiple times a week. And every time it is a you-know-what show getting back home. You're just covered. Every crevice of everything. It's in your scalp, in your nose, like sand everywhere. And we're trying to get it off to get in the car, and that doesn't. And then we get home, and I hose off all of the toys in the front yard. And the kids know, like, to shake off when they get out of the car again. And then to basically, like, race to the shower. Swimsuits off in the shower, take a shower. And then my daughter and I are vacuuming the trail to the bathrooms and wiping up sand off the bathroom floor. And then my poor husband is vacuuming my car because, you know, if you go to get in your car the next day and it's covered in sand, that's awful. So it's like a daily thing. There's no way that I could stitch and not get it full of sand. That's just not. I digress. I don't even know. How do I do that? Tangent. So I didn't finish my patriotic one. I will. But then I was like, I'm going to do it for fall too. So I did it for fall. And I took down my Easter one finally in September. And it is, well, it's hanging on the wall over here. But you can't see it because of the TV. And I didn't take it off. I was going to take it off the wall to show you, like, I finally FFO'd it. But here's the thing. The frame is so heavy on one side that you hang it and it's crooked. So you fix it and it's crooked. And you fix it and it's crooked. And it's just So I took some Scotch tape and put it behind the frame on the side that goes meh, and slapped it to the wall. And it's not moving. And it's not crooked anymore. So I don't want to mess with it. Just don't mess with it. Leave it alone. And then I was like, oh, I probably have here's my patriotic one. She's cute. Didn't finish it. I will. I have to have a Christmas one, right? I think seeing as how this is my 5th one, I'm over it. I was so over it. So my fall one is still up, and luckily I used like some dark, like a burgundy and like a dark green. I used some dark fall colors. I don't really know why. I decided it looks Christmassy enough. It is staying up, and both of these will get added to my strand a day. My strand a day at some point when I'm done with mistletoe lane. So my last whip, I'm so proud of. I am so proud of. So proud of. She's in my designer stitch bag. Designer. She didn't get her own bag because she is going to get finished. Determined to finish her. So this is Bright Night. Another stitch along from Fat Quarter Shop. I don't have anything really to show you because I don't print the cover sheet every week. I just print the pattern. I can't show you my pattern. This was the first week. We are on week 4, and I am caught up. I am proud of myself. I am. Sure am. Bam! Look at that house! Hashtag big giant house, Sal. What? It is so cute. Look at that ghosty. That is so cute. I stinking love it. I have not fallen behind. I have stuck with it. I'm going to do it. This one's going to get done. Will not languish. So this is 14 count. I use Rit dye. Charcoal, maybe? Charcoal. And okay, here's how I dye. Here's how I dye my fabric. You take a big pot. You put a cap full of the Rit in the water. You put either a teaspoon or a tablespoon, I can't remember, of dish soap in the big pot. And you don't quite bring it to boil. You bring it to 200 degrees. And then you hold it with a tongs in the corner and you dunk it. And you pull it out. And if it's the right color, cool. If it's not, you dunk it and you pull it out. And if it's not the right color, you see what I'm saying? Like, you go until you have your darkness that you like. So then, I didn't follow Priscilla and Chelsea's rules. I had another pot with tea and coffee in it. And I shoved it in there and let it sit for probably like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. Not long. Pulled it out. And then, say this is my cookie sheet. It's all wet, so it's easier. I put it on the cookie sheet and I scrunch it all up. 200 degrees in the oven. Scrunched like so. And then I pull it out. Oh, parchment paper underneath. Then I pull it out. Oh, I wrinkled it. And I lay it on my kitchen floor on a towel. An old, gross towel. Not dirty, but like old that I don't plan on using for my body. And I just lay it flat. I get as many wrinkles out as I can because if you have wrinkles, those wrinkles take color. Like as it dries, they get darker. So that's how I dye. And I love how this fabric turned out this time. I love it. Because I'm on a budget. I'm on a budget. It is just beautiful. I love it. I don't really decorate for Halloween. I decorate for fall. But I love this pattern. Love, love, love it. So that is all my whips. Let's talk about haul. I only have 2 things. I got, let me take it out. This is called Pumpkins for Sale. The designer is Lori Holt. Lori Holt and Kimberly are doing Stitchtober, and this is one of their Stitchtober patterns. There you go. I love this. It's called for to do on 25 count Lugana. They also have I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. The sample was made using barley 25 count Lugana. It's big. Like when Kimberly shows it, it's big. So 25 would be like 12 and a half count Ada. So 14 count, it would be smaller if I did it on 14 count. They also have the sizing for a 10 count vintage cloth. Y'all, I don't know if I will ever use 10 count again. My needle would not stay. But I do want it big. So I might do the 25 count. I might do it. I probably won't do this until next year, but had to have it. Let me just put it back in the bag real quick before it gets destroyed. Because I have children, and children are gross. But anyone else have a 5-year-old little boy? Anyone else notice that he's always sticky? Is that just me? I don't know. He's always sticky. And then I got this one. I'm going to take it out so you can get the full lovely effect. This is Michael's Prayer by Silver Creek Samplers. I have wanted this since I don't know, first time I saw it. I wanted this. And finally I was like, you know what? Why haven't you bought it? Just buy it. Just get it. I'm going to do this one next year. Probably in like April or May. It's definitely getting added to the list. So the prayer is, Lord, send me where you want me to go. Let me meet folks you want me to know. Tell me the words you want me to say, and tenderly keep me out of your way. Amen. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put Michael Judge. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to put my name. I don't know. I love this so much. This is honestly like a Christ follower's biggest prayer. I swear. Like anyone that really wants to live their life for Christ, this is the goal, right? This is the goal. The goal is to want him to do with you. Oops. Showing the pattern. To send you wherever he wants to be okay with it, like, to be totally willing, and then to be sent to people, not of your choice, though. Like, yeah, I can go talk to my friends whenever I want. Send me where you want me to go, and then have me say what you want me to say, and not my own desires, not keep me out of my way or keep me out of your way. Like, just use me, but don't make it about me at all. That is the goal, right? I stinking love this. Stinking love it. So that's sort of all I have, but I have a question for you people. For you peoples. My birthday is next month. I don't even know why I'm asking this. My birthday is at the end of November. I already have a wish list 84 miles long on both Fat Quarter Shop website and 123 Stitch. It's ridiculous. But I want to get, because I'm finishing up a couple of series. Like I'm finishing up this sort, well, for now I'm finishing up that. I have started, not finished, but started 5 Quilty Loves. I have done the Year in Chalk series. I've done the Little Lizzie Kate Flip It Stamp series. Like, I'm kind of rounding out some series, and I want a new one. So, y'all tell me, what's your favorite? I don't know what's going on with me. What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite like series? Yeah. Let me know down below, because so I have 3 that are kind of at the top of my wish list. I can't get all 3 because I'm on a budget. But these are kind of where my focus is. So the wordplay series, I feel like I need to get that right away. I just have a feeling because you can find it on Etsy still. But I don't know what's going to happen. Like, how long is it still going to, I don't know. On my TV, it decided, what did it decide to do? Oh, the Netflix screensaver, just disregard that. So the wordplay series, I think that's by, I can't remember who that's by. Anyway, if you Google wordplay cross stitch, you'll see it. So that's at the top of, there's 3. They're like tied. The Anniversaries of the Heart series by Blackbird Design. I really want to do that one and throw in some genealogy. So I would do that for my family tree, like not mine and my husband's family necessarily. I would do it for mine. So I would probably put my husband on it. Let me think. It's challenged because my husband's was born in July. My grandmother's birthday is in July. My grandparents' wedding anniversary is in July. Everything's in July. So I don't know, I don't know. Because I would really want to put my grandparents' wedding anniversary. I would really want to use the July block for that. And then I would probably use mine and my husband's wedding anniversary, which is in October. I would probably do that. And then I would do like my mom and my great-grandparents. You see what I'm saying? And then I would put Grayson would be March for sure. So that's the Anniversaries of the Heart series. I really, really want to do that. And my aunt could help me with the genealogy because she's good at that stuff. I'm not. And then the Letters from Mom. Who's that by? I can't think of who it's by. Anyway. Let me grab my phone. Pardon. Let's just Google real fast. Letters from Mom cross stitch. Jeanette Douglas Designs. Okay. So it is a series of, I don't know why I'm telling you, you've probably seen it. This is what it, oh, the glare. There. So there's like a middle one that says Letters from Mom. And then there are 12 little sayings. Oh, so annoying. That go around it. Like, kindness speaks. A token of love. Forget me not. With grateful heart. Family matters. That's the Christmas one. Seasoned friend. So you can do this like whole big thing, or you can make it into a book. Oh my gosh. You can make it into a little book. So I really want to do that one. Those are my 3 top ones. I just don't know. It's stitched on 36 count, so that's 18 count. Ooh, 18 counts where that's my sweet spot. So, y'all let me know, what's your favorite series? Don't read your email while you're doing a Flosstube. What's your favorite series so that I can add it to my wish list? Because it's not long enough. Clearly, it's only 84 miles. It needs to be longer. So, that is all I have. What's my plans for the week? My plan for this week is kind of, oh, it's not in there. I'm going to work on a Christmas ornament today. I'm going to try and get the whole thing done today. And then I'm working on, I don't know, some other stuff. I am hoping to be back next Monday, pending any disasters in life. I should be. Monday is a good filming day for me, unless my children end up home. Who knows what's going to happen? So that is all I have. This video is long. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching and coming back, even when it is longer than I say it will be. And until next time, bye. Oop.